Gather round, for I only tell a fable once. This be the tale of pirates, so legendary that those who sail the 12 seas still revere their names.
A warlock of the Unseelie Court, Wikipe Weatherby.
A swashbuckler on the run, Kildak of Flan.
And a warrior on a quest to reclaim her scepter, Tana the Fierce.
Avast ye for the Gilded Voyage. And welcome back to the Gilded Voyage.
Way back!
Thank you for returning to our humble inn to hear the story of 3 legendary pirates and how they scoured the seas for the mythical island of Taymokor. Aubrey, can you reintroduce us to your lovely character?
So, Tawny is a special homebrewed race called the Drook, and she's basically a princess who has come down to the material plane, and her job was supposed to be to just keep notes on everything, check it all in, except when she came down, there was a really traumatic scene in session 1 where she finds out her aunt is dead and her scepter is stolen. So she hops on the legendary ship of the Depressed Guppy. Unfortunately, she was hoping that Captain Gorhan was still the captain and hadn't heard that in the 30 years that her aunt had been down there, it was under new crappy management. But she intimidated her way on, still crossed the sea and got to the Stonefall Scatter, ended up killing said captain and becoming a captain of her own as she's on the search for her scepter and got some really good information from Captain Emerald about finding her way to Taymokor.
Perfect. Lovely. Jake, hit me with our favorite scoundrel.
Scoundrel. Okay. Kildak. Kildak's a pretty hardy hill dwarf. He came from a landlocked town many years ago. Kind of just ran away. You know, he just needed to avoid some bad things that had happened to him there. So he ran away. He ended up making his way to Waterdeep. He really just was trying to stay away. He had no real end goal. But he got invited by Captain Gorhand onto the Depressed Guppy, and here he's stayed through multitudinous cruise captains, and is now a co-captain with Tawny as we just kind of sail the seas and have fun.
Hell yeah. And last but not least, Tori, can you introduce us to our favorite warlock?
So Wikipe Weatherby is a halfling warlock, and in her pursuit for freedom, happiness, and a little bit of power, she found herself on the Depressed Guppy, found herself to be a captain of the Depressed Guppy, more so just helping Tawny with her quest. And tensions are starting to rise a little bit as Wikipe's kind of having to choose between her party and her loyalties to her own queen.
Lovely. That is an excellent recap of where we are now. As our cunning cutthroats row back to the Depressed Guppy, the arcane ward, the mighty flagship of the Continental Defense, sailed by the Red Wizards of Thay, immediately begins to raise anchor, turn eastwards towards the open ocean and the waning moon. Kildak and Tawny, you two are the first to climb the rigging back onto the Guppy's deck. In the dim lantern light, you can see the wood of the deck is slick with patches of crimson blood and black ichor. There are a handful of crewmates that are resting on the stairs, slumped up against the railings, treating minor wounds. As you come over the railing, one jumps to their feet, and as they approach, you can see it is a frantic Patchy Polly who comes over and goes, Captain, Kildak, I can't believe that they didn't get you. We didn't know what happened. Kildak, we have to move quickly. They got Bug Eye. They took him. We tried to fight. They took him. we couldn't stop them. We have to act fast. And then she motions up
It's
toward the sails, and you see that there are huge holes that have been burned into the sails. And she goes, "They burnt the sails. We can't pursue it. They're leaving, Kildak. We have to go now. What are we gonna do?"
It's okay. It's okay. We've already boarded their ship under friendly terms.
Friendly terms.
Stole from them. Got Bug-Eye back. And he should be here soon with Wikipedia.
She, Patchbully is flabbergasted. You got on board the ship. You stole from them. Why aren't they shooting at us? Why are they letting us go?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw Marblo down there, and he was just taking stuff from him. So, just probably don't know it yet.
Huh?
You know that sneaky bastard.
That's Kildak. That's incredible.
It was quite the mission. I'm not even sure how Marblo got there. He didn't start with us, but
Yeah. Speaking of Mar, yeah. How did he get on there? We were out. Hey, we were waiting in the bay, waiting for you to come back, and then all of a sudden, the carp just set sail and leaves, raises the anchor and leaves, and then no more than 10 minutes later, they were here. The arcane ward was here.
As this is happening and they're having this conversation, Tawny is trying to look around to see injured people.
Sure. Yeah. Give me a perception check.
For
4? Okay. In the dim light, it's hard to tell. What you can see is most, if not all, of the crew has some sort of injury. It's hard to gauge how severe their injuries are, but even on a basic like review of the crew, you don't see anybody like not moving a little bit. You don't see any dead bodies, essentially. Everyone is either conscious or maybe sleeping, but nobody is dead. You're able to assess that everyone on this deck is alive. The extent of their injuries is unknown.
So she's just gonna start going and weaving between them, like completely not paying attention to their conversation. They can continue their conversation, but she's just like, as she's inspecting and looking, she's just like kind of weaving through them.
You begin to make your way through the crew. As you're doing this, you hear the hearty laugh of Marcus Leatherback as he, on the other side of the ship, swings his legs overboard onto the deck, reaches down, pulls up Wikipedia Weatherby, and then reaches down and with a helping hand pulls the large Bug-Eye also on the deck.
See, Polly, I told you your sign.
Patchy Polly lights up and begins to make her way towards Bug-Eye. Bug-Eye has not stopped talking to you, Wikipedia, since
Of course.
since on the way back. At this point, the all three of you can hear what he's saying to Wikipedia. But even as he's coming over the railing, he's like, "Miss Wikipedia, thank you so much for coming back to get me. I didn't think I was worth rescuing."
What? Of course you're worth rescuing. But I can't take all the credit. I think one of the other two captains helped somehow. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been our Captain Kildak. You should go and thank him as well.
He nods his head and begins to make his way over to Kildak and Tawny.
Kildak and Patchy Polly.
Sorry, Kildak and Patchy Polly. Yes. And as he gets there, he looks to Wikipedia. He looks to Kildak and says, "There's a lot of Neils just like me. You could have just found another one. Why did you come back for me?"
Oh, there's no one like you. Absolutely no one. I can't imagine another Neil who'd turn a door into a table.
You see a little tear wells up in his eyes, and he goes, "You came back for me. Nobody ever comes back for me." And he, with all four arms, gives each one of you like a hug and brings all of you into this incredibly tense, and very strong man giving a hug with each of his massive arms. He lets you go, and Patchy Polly separates from the hug, kind of looks at the rest of the crew, and goes, "Yeah, Captain Kildek, we everybody should be okay, as okay as we could be, as well. Almost everybody." And then she motions towards the captain's quarters and begins to lead you guys into there.
Into Tony's room.
Into Tawny's room, yeah.
Hearing that,
Blood
I will
everywhere.
follow. I'll come back.
You make your way through the map room into the captain's quarters. It looks pretty much exactly like you have left it, with the exception that Tawny, give me another perception check with advantage this time.
Nat 20
Ooh.
for 21.
Nat 20. You know for a fact that somebody has been in this room. They were touching your books. They were touching papers. Not all the books are in the same place that they left them. They were put back on the shelf to make it look like that nobody was reading them, but they're not in the right order. You can tell that cabinets have not been closed all the way. It looks like somebody went through this room looking for something, and then quickly put it back to try to fool somebody that it hadn't been gone through.
You just see lightning starts crinkling really lightly across your shoulders as I'm trying not to break the moment, because I'm sure there's other things going on in this room that we're seeing. Sure. And I'm just holding back the anger.
As you begin to hold back this anger, everybody notices Mr. Orc is currently sitting over the Admiral, who is laying in Tawny's bed. Mr. Orc turns around, sees the three of you come in, and goes, "Oh, how nice of you to cut your tropical vacation short for us." Looks all of you up and down and goes, "Wipe that grimace off your faces. He'll survive. Tough for only weighing as much as a toddler, isn't he?" And then kind of shifts out of the way for you to get a better look. You see the Admiral's unconscious. His left arm is in a sling up against his chest, and there is a deep scorch mark where his right eye used to be.
I sprint over
Sure.
to the Admiral, and I'm going to lay on hands.
Ooh. How many hit points do you want to give back to him? I think
How hurt does he look?
He looks pretty hurt. He looks like he was dropped down to 0. He went unconscious.
Looks like he went through a lot of effort to look like Kildek.
I will give him 15 points.
Perfect. You heal him. You see that a lot of the minor cuts and scrapes on him immediately heal themselves. His arm is still broken. His eye is gone without the help of stronger restoration magic.
If I had given him back 35, would that have fixed his eyes? I didn't think so.
No, the eye is a deeper problem.
Right.
That hit points won't solve. But you heal him. You see that he takes in a deep breath of air and goes, and his eye opens up, kind of looks around and goes, "Captain, so nice of you to come visit my bedside. How was your trip to the island?"
Better than here.
Yeah, I could say that.
I
I
step back
was
to the corner of the room, away from him.
perfect. You step back. He looks over at Kildak and says, I figured that you were just getting so much attention for your dashing good looks, Kildak. I was getting jealous.
I didn't have to go through all that effort just for me.
Yeah, it'd be worth it. um, and he looks past you, Kildak, over to Tawny and just gives you a nod.
I
A
don't
thankful
acknowledge it.
nod. He looks over to Wikipedia and says, Mrs. Wikipedia, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a couple days. You look right as rain.
I'm okay. Better than you, I think.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can get for you? Make you more comfortable?
Got any rum?
I think we can find some.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
And I think Tawny wouldn't mind sleeping in the cots with us down below for a couple days while you rest up in here. Right, Tawny?
She doesn't say no. She's very clearly, like, not paying attention.
Tawny, that's mighty gracious of you to offer your bed for me, but I'll be moving back to my cot in no time. Maybe just, if you don't mind, tonight, taking the bed to rest. He kind of closes his eyes again and begins to, take it easy. Mr. Orc is treating him fairly well, doing the best he can without magic. And the three of you are kind of left to your own devices. It is nighttime, and the rest of the crew is beginning to wind down to rest. They were on alert because of the danger, with Patchy, Polly, and Bug Guy spreading the news that the danger has passed. Spreading the news that the danger has passed. The crew begins to wind down for the night, and whenever you guys are ready, are welcome to take a long rest.
I am going to go around to every injured sailor and just give them like a point or two until I've maxed out of my lay on hands.
Cool. Perfect. Yep, you give them all a little point or two. All are very grateful that they're getting some magic healing out here.
She is not nice about it. Like, she's not mean, but she just like goes and does it, and they could like be saying thank you, and her face is just stoic the entire time, and she just drifts off to the next person.
As you finish up and begin to make your way back to the quarters, down to the maybe the kitchen for some food, as you make your way off of the deck, you pass Patchy Polly, who gives a quick chuckle under her breath and goes, "Geez, princess, I didn't know you cared."
Nothing. Just keeps walking.
And walk past. Is there anything else Tawny wants? Go ahead.
The only thing that Patchy might see is just the lightning is still just like lightly tracing her skin.
Perfect. Patchy Polly will clock the lightning on Tawny's body as she moves past. Is there anything else Tawny wants to do before her rest?
I'm going to just like grab like a cup of rum and like not a bottle like she normally would, but just a cup of rum, and then go up to the crow's nest and then just sit there, and that's where she's going to be all night long.
Perfect. Cool. Tawny's up there. Kildak and Wikipedia. Is there anything you guys would like to do before your rest?
Yes. I would like to make my way to the kitchen, probably at a different time than Tawny makes her way to the kitchen. I'd like to just scavenge for either just like a little like small piece of bread or a small piece of cheese or something, and I'm gonna just take it back to my room, and I'm gonna open the barrel that's next to my bed and feed it to the little creature that I have stowed inside, and shut the lid again, and then just crash in bed and just go right to sleep.
Real quick, make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
An unnatural 20.
You creak the lid of the barrel up, and just this tiny little goblin hand just sticks his hand out and just plop a little bit of cheese in it, and it just crawls back in, and the lid shuts. No attempt to escape, no attempt to try to scramble out. Just the little hand pops out, cheese comes in, and then it goes back. Perfect.
I really want cheese.
The Kildek and everybody has two brains. Kildek has two brains. He has the dwarf brain and the goblin brain. The goblin brain's like, I really want a piece of cheese, and the dwarf brain's like, I could really go for a rock right now. And those are the only two things. Oh, perfect. Wikipedia out cold. Kildek, is there anything you would like to do for your rest?
I'm just gonna kind of walk around, just kind of console all the crew. Obviously at a different time than Tawny, because I don't want to be near her right now. She scares the shit out of me. Say it. And then I'm gonna talk with the Admiral, if that's okay with him.
Yeah.
Unless he needs to rest or something.
No, you
Tomorrow,
can.
But
You can bother him a little bit.
okay,
He's-
I'll knock on the door to Tawny's room. Currently the medical ward.
You enter in. Mr. Orc is passed out in a chair next to the Admiral. The Admiral is currently sitting up in bed, kind of just like fingering through the Treasure Half-Breeds book, because it was the closest book to the nightstand. Just kind of just flipping through the pages. Just skimming through it, briefly going through it. Mr. Kildek, what can I do for you?
Good book you got there?
It sure is interesting. I haven't read one quite like this before. I was hoping for pictures, to be honest.
That's fair. I would as well. Nah. I always preferred the picture books.
Picture books are excellent.
Much easier. If it's all right with you, could you tell me what happened here today?
Sure, I unfortunately don't know too much. I was unconscious pretty quickly. But we were in the bay having a good time. Somebody noticed that the carp raised anchor and headed just beyond the tree line around the bend. We thought they maybe caught some whiff of maybe food, maybe a pot of sea turtles or dolphins trying to, get some food for the afternoon. Not sure why they took the whole boat, but we weren't too worried until the Archean ward pulled up, moving. Let me tell you, Kildek, quicker than any ship we've seen. At least for that size. I've seen ships like ours move that fast, but a ship that big should be slow. We've raided quite a few of those in our time, and I've never seen one move that quick. But it weighed anchor beside us, and then they didn't swim over. They didn't row over. They just pop. They were on the ship. There was the Lady Ethra, I think was her name. Red wizard, scary looking, tattoos under the eyes. Big gorilla with horns. That was freaky. And there was another wizard too. Old man, didn't catch his name. They were asking about the captain. They're asking about dragon lady. Could only guess who that could be. They just said they wanted to know where we were headed and what we knew. I stalled for a little bit, and the crew got the jump on a couple of them. They did some nasty damage to that gorilla. It was not happy, Kildek. But yeah, they after that the wizards started casting some crazy magic that I've never seen before. Before long, the crew was in danger, and so I tried to reason with the wizard, and when they wanted to know where you were, I told them that dead men tell no tales. And then I woke up with you standing over my bed. So, to be honest, I didn't think I was going to wake up after something like that. But hey, sometimes pirates get lucky.
Oh, that was awfully brave of you.
Yeah, it's part of being captain for the day, huh?
So
You
it was
do.
a shitty day.
Yeah. It's a good story, isn't it?
At least your story about the eye is better than mine.
You still haven't told me about yours.
It's not important.
That's what you said
interesting.
last time, too.
But I'll let you rest here. You have a good one and enjoy that book.
Thank you, Captain. Killek, if I can ask for one more favor.
Sure, what's up?
Excuse me if this is derogatory towards dwarves, but often dwarves have a knack for the forge. I was curious how your leatherworking hands are.
I could try something. What do you have in mind?
An eye patch would be nice. Don't want any funny looks from the people in town.
I hear you. Let's see what I can whip up for you.
I appreciate that, Captain. You rest easy tonight.
You as well.
Cool. And is there anything else Kildek does before hitting the hay?
No, I'll go to bed.
Perfect. All three of our lovely pirates gain a long rest. Hit
thank
points
God.
come back.
Ooh, needed that.
Spells come back. And they also each leveled up.
Woo!
Yes. Gaining another level, a little more powerful, a little more tricky, a little more sneaky, all around more exciting. And our players are now at level 7 for our next stretch of the campaign. The next morning, the sun rises early. The crew begins to stir as you guys wake up or come down from the crow's nest. You see that some of the pirates are lazily going about beginning to swab the deck. Patchy Polly and Bug-Eye kind of begin to take lead on the repairs on the ship. And they tell you that it's going to take about a full day to patch the sails, which is the biggest thing preventing you guys from leaving. Mr. Orc assures you that there is enough sea life and food at the edges of the jungle to accommodate for an extra day stay without tapping into your travel rations. The morning kind of moves on until the first major event of the day is, as you guys are moving about the morning, you hear a light flutter up at the on the deck, and standing on the railing is a brightly colored parakeet with 2 blue topaz crystals in place of where the eyeballs are. And it comes and it lands on the railing and goes, "Rah! Captain of the Guppy, rah!"
How close am I?
As close as you want to be.
It'll just let me approach? It's a bird.
Yep,
Right.
it just sits there. You come up. And go, "Rah! Captain of the Guppy."
I'll walk up to it and grab it.
Give me a dexterity check for me. That's gonna try to beat you.
16.
You get your whole hand around it, and it goes to fly and does not get an inch. You snatch it. You grab it and goes, "Ah, Captain of the Guppy."
Tawny, Wikipedia, come here.
All right, I make my way over. I was kind of watching from across the ship anyway, so I was ready to cop on over.
Kildak's holding a bird.
I was sitting like on the railing off to the side of one of the boats, but I'll make my way over.
Okay, bird, speak.
The bird goes, "Rah, Captain the Guppy," and then opens its mouth, and the voice that comes out is now not the bird squawking, but instead Lady Ethra's voice, and goes, "To the captain of the Depressed Guppy, there will be no letter of marque as we discussed. Unfortunately, I discussed it with my cabinet, and we can't have ruffians causing trouble in the name of the Red Wizards of Thay. You understand the importance of keeping up appearances, of course. However, in consolidation, I offer you this bird. Please bring the bird to Governor Lagoon at Red Rat Bay. He should be amicable and fair to you. He knows what I did for him. The oaf should have good paying work that could benefit both of us. I also expect you to keep good on your deal. If you or your underlings hear anything about Tamokor, I expect it to be relayed in a timely manner." And then Lady Ethra's voice stops. The bird squawks one more time and goes, "Rah, let me go."
Are you gonna
Detect
stay?
magic.
Sure. Tawny can detect magic. The bird's gonna go, "Rah, staying on the boat." As you cast detect magic, Tawny, give me an Arcana check as you do this. You'll see what is magical, but just to get some insight onto it.
25.
Okay, yeah. So you look at this bird. Whole bird is magical. It's a magic bird.
Mm-hmm.
What?
The
Well,
bird
detect
itself.
magic can tell me what type of magic it is sometimes too.
Yes.
So
The bird itself is not a familiar. It was an alive bird that was being held together by necromancy magic. Looking at it, it doesn't look like a rotting bird or a zombie bird. It looks like a living bird, but you can see as you look at it with your detect magic, it's being held together by necromancy. You also see there is separate and strong magic coming from the topaz crystals in its eyes that replace its eyes. Each crystal has strong divination magic in it, and with a 25 Arcana check, you would know, based on the magic that you've seen back at Drukul, these crystals will be used as a focal point in order to cast scrying magic, or listening magic, or some magic that somebody else could listen in. Now, normally, it's difficult to scry on things that you don't know too much about. You have to make a high magic check. Or if you're trying to scry on a person, that person has a chance to resist it. These crystals can neither resist a scry and also make the check easier for whoever's trying to use it. And then that person can maybe see, maybe hear what's going on around this bird. And you're able to figure out that that is the purpose of this bird.
I'm going to motion to take the bird from Kildak, if he'll let me. Okay. Take it out of his hands, holding the bird tightly. Say, "Careful, you'll spook the dead." Cover its eyes with my hand, and then take it down to our special magical no scrying cargo hold.
Ooh, I love it. You take him down to the bottom of the deck. As you go down, as soon as you put your hand over the bird's head, it goes, "Ah, who turned out the lights?" And you take it down to the basement of the ship, the cargo hold. You have enough like knickknacks, crates, and stuff to pretty much put this bird in a box.
Mhm.
Cool.
Bird box.
Bird box. Cool. You put the bird in a box, and he goes, "Let me out. I want to fly."
Aww.
Me too, bitch. But she like mumbles it.
Tony, not having it today.
Aww.
Yeah, that's perfect. Is there anything else you guys want to do with this bird before we leave it in the basement?
I don't know if they followed me down or not.
Yeah, I guess that's part of my question.
Sure,
I think
I
I-
followed. I want to see what you do with his bird. I was
Yeah.
really looking forward to having it sit on my shoulder, so I don't know why you just put it in a box.
Do you explain to us why you put it down here?
I just said me too, bitch, to the bird. If you guys ask, she's not going to just say it.
Why'd you put the bird in the box?
Why didn't I get a cage?
So I'm going to say spies and then start climbing out and then look down right before I leave and say, careful, it's dead, and leave the room.
What? I'm gonna peek
Tony's
in the
being
box.
very cryptic today.
You peek in the box, and the bird goes, "Let me sit on your shoulder."
Sorry, bud, you're
Aw,
dead.
cute.
I close it.
Is that what Tony meant?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Sweet. The box. You hear occasionally like pecking on the side of the box, and every once in a while, when you're on the deck above, you hear it asking for a cage, and that's about it.
Do we have to feed it? Kildak, should we be feeding him?
Not if it's dead.
Is he gonna die?
Sure, give it some food.
Okay. I'm gonna scrounge up some like breadcrumbs and occasionally go down and give it some breadcrumbs, but then close the lid and go back up.
Every time you open it, he goes, sit on your shoulder, and then you give it bread, and then close the box, and then like muffled you hear go, "Thank you."
Sometimes it's breadcrumbs. Sometimes if we have any like leftover peas or corn or just like little like scraps of food, I'll give him. So he's not just eating bread.
We could be starting a whole farm.
Has a
Totally.
goblin. Has the goblin. She has the bird. Excellent. This Wikipedia has like a list of things she has to feed every day. Herself being one of them.
Oh yeah, I am on the list. I will forget.
Perfect. Later that day, you see a small wooden canoe made out of like a carved, hollowed out tree. Makes its way up the river from whence you came. In this canoe, there is 3 days worth of food and supplies for the ship, as promised from the Sauna people. And rowing it is a sauna that Wikipedia you would recognize, is the one with the dark patches around his eyes that left the party early when you're out there. Sails up beside the ship, comes on board. The rest of the crew is enamored by this bird person. All go around talking, asking questions. It's chirping and cooing at them. Once it sees one of the three of you, it motions to the food, and then takes a deep bow on the deck. Give me an insight check from any one of you that comes to meet the sauna person.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at this sauna person. This coloring
I
is
don't
so
think
unique.
any insight.
I don't go.
I got an 8.
8. Cool. Yeah, the Sun person looks excited to be soaking up the attention of the ship and the crew, and it drops off it offers to help move the crates of food into the ship.
Kodak, you're the one there.
Oh, sorry. I thought other people were here.
We're all here.
Yeah,
I think I just
sure.
refused to roll insight.
I'm not there.
Yeah, sure. Let's get these supplies on board.
Cool. He moves helps move the barrels into the cargo hold, and as you guys come back and you pass through the living quarters, you see he stops and points at one of the cots and like chirps at you.
You need to take a nap. Sure.
You see he takes like a bow, takes like the sack of stuff that he has and just puts it on the bed, and then nods and like just starts to walk around the ship.
Oh, he's coming with us.
I am definitely gonna go bump heads with this guy.
Cool. You bump heads with him, and he goes, "Hello, new chief."
Okay, well that answers one question. So what? As delighted as I am to have you aboard, why did you leave the village?
Village boring. Not much happens in the village. This looks exciting. Our people have not walked the waters in thousands of years.
Okay, so you did elect to leave. You weren't. This isn't some kind of sacrifice, right? Like.
He goes, no, this was entirely my choice.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome aboard. I'm glad you brought food.
Of course, it is customary for us to bring a gift to accept a new member to the tribe. I am excited to be part of your tribe.
Oh, we're excited to have you. And what was your name?
My name is Mako.
Mako?
Yes, Mako.
It's very similar to another name I know. We might have to change that. But for now, enjoy. Welcome aboard and get settled in.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving me a place to stay. I ask for only two things. 1, a job. 2, seeds.
Seeds?
I'm hungry. I guess it does not have to be seeds, but rowing is hard upriver by yourself.
There's a galley towards the back of this deck. If you want to go there, Mr. Orc might be there. He would know where to find seeds.
Excellent. Much thanks. Is Mr. Orc also the one to talk to about a job?
No, you can have a job. We'll call you Mako the Deckhand. It's
Mako
because your hand will be on the deck.
Hands on the deck, and he is
yeah,
like very excited about it.
You're cleaning it. You're the janitor. But
he nods and excitedly makes his way to the back of the ship. He's gonna grab some food, and then he's gonna start putting his hands on the deck and doing his best to clean it. You have seen these bird people be extensive cleaners. Like, they keep their home very tidy. They keep themselves very tidy. They love to be clean, and so that's an excellent choice of a job for them.
I knew all of that, so that was what led me to that decision.
Gee,
Of course you did.
after Mako makes his way out of Kildak's presence, who is on the deck of the ship at this point?
I'll be on the
Yeah.
deck.
Cool. You see rowing over from around the bend is a small rowboat with a couple pirates on it. They pull up beside the Guppy and shout up, "Captains, request permission to come aboard."
I will make my way up to the top deck
recognize-
after hearing that.
I'll
Do we
just
recognize
lean
these
right over the
pirates?
edge. Is it just Marblow?
Marblow is not one of the pirates in here. They are part of his crew. You don't know like them personally, but you have seen them on his ship before.
Right. Come on up.
You see they climb the rigging up to the top and say, "We're just here on behalf of Captain Marcus. He said that the events of last night were so extraordinary, he wanted to throw a party on the carp to celebrate the real 1-2 we gave those red wizards. He wanted to know if it was okay with the captains and if you would grace us with your presence and drink with us."
He's hosting the party?
He's hosting the party. We're hosting the party.
You're providing the food, the drink, the decorations.
Aye. The whole thing.
Good for me.
You have to show up and drink.
We bought supplies for
That
both.
sounds fun.
Aye.
But it's coming from their store.
Yes. The captain also brings this, and one of them like unties a pouch from his belt, hands it to. He kind of like looks out to whoever wants to take this pouch
I'll
of
take it.
gold. Cool. Hands it right into Wikipeedia's hand, and says, "That is the gold we stole from the other ship, the Arcane Ward, and it can go to the treasury. It's 500 gold pieces."
Sick.
Awesome.
I'm gonna take one out, pocket it, 499, and then I'll pass it over to Kildek.
Okay. Thank you.
Did we ever get the stuff that... I guess not. The stuff that was on the anxious cart from the sloops? I know I read the letter about
Yes.
it.
We had 1,000 gold, 2 days supplies, and a clear cube.
Yes,
Right.
those are still located on the carp.
That's what I thought. It's
Oh,
part of
okay.
our grander
It's-
thing,
Yes,
but
you can.
I was just
You can spend it.
verifying that it was still on the cart.
Yep, those are on the carp. If the carp sinks, those go down with it. But it's in a shared bank account that you can pull from, as long as the carp is above the water. Cool. The pirates thank the captains for their consideration and say that the party starts at sundown. And they climb down, make their way back to their rowboat, and begin to row back around the corner to the carp. With that, the repairs on the ship go pretty smoothly. The deck is being cleaned. Both Tawny and Wikipedia, you notice the new addition to the crew. Mako, the sauna, is up on the deck, working with the rest of the crew, washing the deck. He, as you kind of move by, he waves to you, and then continues working. And the next order of business that kind of comes up is where to head next.
Do all the
Point.
captains meet for this?
Yeah, we should probably go to the map room.
To the map room.
Are you saying that to like Kildak? Are you rounding people up?
Yeah, I'll like walk up to Wikipedia. I'll be like, hey, we should probably talk about what we're doing next. You want to meet me and Tawny in the map room in like 5?
Yeah, and I just go straight there right now.
Okay. And then I will track Tawny down wherever she is, and basically give her the same spiel. Hey, we should probably figure out what we're doing next. I know Wikipedia's already in the map room. So if you wanted to meet us there in like 5 minutes or so, bring a snack. This could be lengthy.
I didn't know I had to bring a snack. I didn't know it was going to be lengthy. I wanted a snack.
Have you been watching her, Kildak?
Wikipedia?
We still don't
No.
know what she was doing down there. We still don't know who her queen is and why she was lying to us. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I've been watching for her. You should do the same.
Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye out, but she did have full control of my body for a while in a room unmonitored by anyone, and I still have all one arm and all one eye. So
Well, I hope
she
her
gained a little
intent
bit of my
isn't to
trust.
kill us all. I don't think she's going to try to kill us all, but I don't trust her. And so that does pass any test in my mind.
Okay, well, don't poison the snack because I was gonna have some.
I didn't say I was gonna kill her either.
I don't know who's dying here. All I know is I'm not killing anybody. I don't think Wikipedia's killing anybody, and I'd prefer if you chose not to kill anybody either.
I just walk away. I explicitly said I don't think Wikipedia's trying to kill us, and he said don't poison the snacks. So I'm annoyed at communicating with Kildak, and I walk away, but I don't walk into the map room until I see him go in, because I don't want to be alone with Wikipedia.
I love the idea of Kildak like having this not argument with Tawny, and then Tawny frustratedly walks away, and it immediately cuts to Kildak, and he's like, "Just another day as captain, another day's work as captain of the Guppy. Everything's going great."
Jacob,
Nobody's
did you hear me
dying.
right?
I guess not, no. But it's okay, it worked out.
You were like,
It's like-
I
it's
trust
like
her
Michael
because she didn't
Scott's.
kill me when she was in my body. And I was like, I don't think she's trying to kill us. That doesn't mean I trust her. And you were like, you're trying to kill me?
It's Michael Scott's world's best boss cup. Is that like that conversation with Tawny, and then just another day on the Guppy. World's best captain. Another social situation expertly handled. Great work, Kildak.
Thank you.
All three of you make your way to the map room.
I need to know who brings snacks.
I brought a
Kildak
snack.
bring snacks? Does Tawny bring? Can I share some of your snack? What is it? What'd you bring?
I just brought some mixed nuts.
Can I have some mixed nuts? Can I have a small handful?
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
So, we got this bird that something's up with. The mean
something's up
evil
with.
woman told us to go to Red Rat Bay with it.
I am
So-
going to, out of like my pocket and jacket and stuff, pull out Captain Emerald's map and spread it across Captain Gorehand's to show them that one instead.
What's this? You have a duplicate of our map?
This is
No, it's
what
different.
Wikipedia and I collected.
You have a very
the
similar
temple.
map to ours? Oh, you found it at the temple? That's awesome.
Remember how I told you after that weird interaction with the ghost pirates that when I was talking to Captain Emerald about Tamo Core, he told me how to get in, but we have to collect all these stupid freaking items and get to the pocket dimension somehow. And anyways, this is the fucking map that shows us where he hid them. Because why would it? Why would you do that? But it's okay.
At least he made us a map.
Before we get in trouble for not handing over that bird, maybe we should just go to Red Rat Bay first, since it's the closest, and the lock is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you know, distance-wise, you have 5 days worth of supplies right now. Red Rat Bay is 4 days away. White Sands is about 4 days. It's a little more than 4 days, but for the sake of supplies, also 4 days away. On this map, there's the islands called the Kingdom of Mechadun. That's only 2 days away. And then you have a couple islands within 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, so maybe we make our way to Red Rat Bay, deliver the bird that we have in the basement. That's also a spy, apparently. And then grab the lock while we're there. Do you think there's an order we have to grab the items in? Like, did he say anything? Like, do we gotta grab the key and put it in the lock and then it unlocks the door?
I think we need all 3 items.
We need to bring them all?
He hid them all separately. It didn't sound like the door wasn't something we'd have to go to last.
Okay.
Because
so
we
at some
also
point we're
have
just
to
gonna
find
pick
the
up
lock.
a door.
We also have to find a lock. I mean, like, if the door doesn't already have the lock, he was
yeah,
batshit
why would we
crazy.
put the lock on there? Yeah.
He was batshit crazy.
It was a little weird. Okay. Let's do that then.
Yeah, I think it's best that we get Ethra off our tail.
Yeah. And then we can pick up some food while we're there too. Just
Sounds
running
good.
low. I feel like we're just acquiring more and more crew and or pets that are
And less
consuming
food.
our food.
2 pets, 2 crew.
Ship's getting full. Maybe we should get rid of 2 birds, 1 stone.
That sounds like you're throwing a rock and it's hitting both the parrot and the sauna person and killing both of them.
Oh,
Kildek, the bird's
Kildek,
already dead.
What does that even mean?
It's dead, I told you.
Cool. Thanks, Tony. Bird's dead. Maybe that's its name. Is that its name?
it's a good thought. Good thought.
Well, you can go ask him.
You think he has a name? Why didn't we ask him his name?
It's a bird.
We
Apparently
just
a dead
stuck him in
bird.
the box and asked him his name, but he's a talking bird.
All
We
birds
stuck him in
talk.
a box. Didn't even ask him his name first.
Go talk to
Shame.
him.
I will. Are we going to that party tonight, or do you think we should just set sail and go?
Yeah, we can go to the party. I think we got time, right? I mean, we kind of already told them we'd be there, so we did,
True.
you know, like RSVP. It'd be rude not to show up and just leave without them. Our
I wasn't
other
saying
ship.
leave without them, but we can still tell them no. We're
Oh
captains.
no, don't hold a party now that you've made all the food, got all the tables together. I mean, how many doors do you think they had to take down to build a table for everybody?
So many doors.
I hate that we use doors as wood. I hate that about our crew.
As you're saying that, you hear Bug-Eye pull another door off the hinges somewhere in the ship.
Where does he get them all? Where are all the doors coming from? Who
How
puts
do
the
we
doors back on?
How do we have so many doors? The true magic of the guppy.
It's a never-ending source of doors.
Doors. Where does it get all the doors? Ugh, that's funny. Cool. Sweet. Is there anything you guys would like to hash out in the captain's meeting before going to the party?
Tawny?
I have not
anything,
looked in Wikipedia's direction.
anything you'd like to get off your chest, Tawny?
It's a question
While
for
we're on a
Wikipedia.
flammable ship? Anything you'd like to
Flip.
get off your chest, Wikipedia? While we're on a flammable ship?
No, I think it's time to go get some dinner, get some snacks, get more food.
I just
I'm
had a
hungry.
snack.
It's time to
Why
go
didn't you bring a
party.
snack?
Yeah, but can't you eat right now? Aren't you ready for dinner?
Probably. Yeah.
Come on, I know that's something we have in common. We're always hungry. It's time to go eat.
Sweet. So you leave the captain's meeting. The sun is beginning to set on the boat. The ship looks much better than it did this morning. The crew has been hard at work.
I want to make sure that they all know that they're taking a break tonight. No one's working tonight. Everyone gets a rest. Whether if they want to come on the ship with us to the Carp, or if they just want to relax here and relax, play games, or go to sleep, everyone can relax tonight. No one's cleaning or working through the night while we're gone.
Except for Marco.
He's hosting.
No, that's Marblo.
Oh, yes. Mako is cleaning.
Well, only if he wants to.
He
Only if
probably
that makes
wants
him
to.
happy. If he wants to, he can, but no one's forcing him to clean throughout the night.
Oh, I forgot. Captain Kildek. Mako comes to you, and he said he lets you know that he overheard that you were unhappy with his name because it sounded so much like somebody else that you knew. He said that the people of his tribe call him Walnut, and if that's any easier to say.
He overheard that? I said it right to his face.
Yeah, that's a good point. You actually
He's being polite.
said it to his brain. Your brain said it to his brain. Yes.
Walnut. Okay, I like walnut. Hardy.
Perfect.
You are dubbed
Yes.
Walnut, deckhand of the Depressed Guppy.
Walnut is happy. Wikipedia, if you give the invite to the crew, Mr. Orc is going to take you up on that offer.
You gonna come with us?
He's going to come with you.
That's
Patchy
when
Polly
I
said
read
she's
about
going to come with you. Bug Guy does not want to be alone on the ship. He's going to come with you. And the Admiral said he just needs another day to rest. He's going to stay back.
Makes sense.
Rainbow Pirate is down to party. He's coming with you.
This guy's always down to party. Remember that time we made him jump off the ship? What a party.
Oh yeah.
I
Did you say is Walnut coming with us, or is Walnut staying on the ship?
Walnut is going to stay on the ship.
Can I ask Walnut to, from time to time, just check in on the Admiral?
Walnut says, absolutely. It is my responsibility as part of the tribe to look out for our elders.
So before the party starts, I am going to get a pirate and tell them to go head over to the Anxious Carp and let the Anxious Carp that as captain, I'm asking them to bring their ship closer to the Depressed Guppy for the party, just so that way everyone is near each other for those choosing not to go over to the Anxious Carp.
Perfect. Give me a persuasion check for me. Or intimidation. Your pick.
Captain, I should damn well listen.
16.
Okay. They, in a timely manner, they bring the boat over next to the Guppy. You see as they come around the bend, they have their deck has been decked out in string lights. They have tables set up all across their deck. They have moved their cannons away to make extra room for a party on the deck. They pull up next to you guys just as the sun is setting. Your crew makes their way over, and you come on board the Anxious Carp. You see that the deck still has that the lightning charred deck of the Carp is almost being the way they've been cleaning it, the way that they've been upkeeping it, almost like exaggerates the lightning burn onto the wood to make it look more intimidating. And they have a long table set up across the entire length of their deck. As you come, the pirates are talking and mingling, and Marcus comes out from his quarters, stands onto the table, raises a glass in one hand, fires his flintlock into the air to get everybody quiet, and goes, here to the captains of the Depressed Guppy for a successful raid against the Red Wizards of Thay. They never knew what hit them, and they never will. And raises his glass, and rum is brought out from the lower decks to all of you. You're welcome to drink as much as you would please tonight. And the festivities commence. Just as the party starts, is there anything you guys would like to do on the carp?
Let's go straight for the rum.
Rum.
Excellent. You guys begin to drink rum. The food comes out, all like freshly cooked boar and fish. Some fresh fruits from the shore are brought out to you. You see, as the dinner is going on, Tawny, you especially notice that there is a, not necessarily similar, but a similarity to the dinner that you were at the previous night, with a large table set with dinner plates and drinks. However, you see exactly 0 of the same manners are being followed at this party. There are no utensils even put out. There are, it is a belligerent mess at this table, but people are having an excellent time. You see that they are currently playing 2 different games on deck, if anyone would like to join along. There is one that's playing a shooting gallery game where they are throwing just random object that they have off the side of the deck, and then somebody else tries to shoot it with a pistol, and try to hit it. And then if they do, people are betting whether or not they can hit the thing or not. That's going on, and there's another part on the table that's currently playing a dice game where they're betting on some dice game that's going on.
Hey, you guys want to join me? Let's go play dice.
Oh, I kind of want to shoot something. I've been drinking a lot. I feel like I'm feeling like a pretty good shot right now.
Really? I feel like a worse shot when I've been drinking.
I feel great right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way over to, and I'm gonna bring my own pistol.
Perfect. Cool. You see that Wikipedia makes her way over there. Wikipedia, do you want to engage in any potions of rum? Would you like to drink and attempt, like, just socially, or do you want to drink for some benefits?
Or detriments?
I guess for the party, I'll drink for some benefits.
All right. So you're gonna make
Haven't done that yet.
You're gonna make a Constitution saving throw. You want to a Constitution check. You want to beat a 5.
If it's a saving throw and she's within 10 feet of me when she's drinking, she gets +1 unless I can choose who gets it.
You can choose who gets it.
And she does not get it.
Oh, that's so sad. She gets this bonus unless I get to choose. In which case she does not.
There's no way Tawny would be, like, giving her aura of friendliness to Wikipedia right now.
That's so funny.
That's fair. I'll accept it.
Very
I did roll an 8.
Cool. You get a +1 to any roll that you make. If you want to have another bottle, you're welcome to have another.
I'll do one more. Let's do one more.
This DC is going to be 8. You need to beat 8 on a
Let's see what happens. I don't have great oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Hold on. That was wisdom. Constitution. Here we go. Oh, I got a 20.
Ooh. Perfect. Cool. That is, now you have +2 to anything that you roll.
Awesome. All right.
Keep going.
Over to the shooting range.
Cool.
No, stop at my 20.
You come over to the shooting range. You see there's a couple pirates standing around, and they say, Captain Wikipedia, you're here to shoot?
Yeah, I am. And
So-
I just pull out my old gun.
Excellent. They all of them go, and they all pull out their gun too. They go, all right, so here's the rules of the game. We have a bunch of stuff on this ship. You name where you're gonna shoot. We bet whether we think you can hit it or not. If you hit it, we all pay up. If you don't hit it, you pay up. But you get to pick what you're shooting.
I kind of look around at all the things that are kind of in their hands. I'll just be like, you, throw the plate. And he's going to throw a plate.
Cool. He takes his plate. He goes, all right, with this big old plate, I'll give you 1 gold for it. And the pirate, a couple pirates go, all right, 1 gold. And so 4 pirates offer a gold. So if you hit the plate, it'll be 4 gold.
Okay.
Pirate takes it, hucks it in the air, and then you get to make a shot. The DC for a plate that size is going to be a DC 10 as he throws it into the air.
I rolled a 23 to hit.
You fire splits the plate right in the middle. The pirates cheer, and then each of them flick you a gold coin.
Awesome. What else can I shoot?
The next pirate, he's gonna go. You can shoot a plate. I bet I can shoot. I can shoot this bottle of rum. And he hands the bottle. The bottle of rum's a little smaller. He has to beat it will be a DC 13 to hit the bottle of rum. So any bets? One of the guy bets 2 gold that he can't do it. Does Wikipedia bet against him shooting this bottle of rum?
I just earned 4 gold, so I'll toss 1 in.
Cool. So I'll say this guy has 5 gold on the line. He missed the shot. Fires, goes clean past the bottle, just falls into the ocean. And he pays you a gold back.
Awesome. I want to fire again. Let me shoot something. What's the smallest thing they can throw?
We got this spoon. He holds
I'll
up.
shoot the spoon.
And then another one says, I have this ball bearing. Very small ball bearing. The only way we'll know it is if you hit it. The spoon is going to be a DC 17. The ball bearing is going to be a DC 21.
I want to try the spoon first.
This is the spoon. They're like, nah, no one hits the spoon. Each guy...
I can hit the spoon.
Each guy puts in 5 each. There's 20 gold on the line.
Okay. Here we go. I take my aim.
Throws the spoon in the air.
I shoot. I get 26.
Oh my.
Fires
Actually, don't you get a 28?
Because you have to add 2 because of your rum.
Oh yeah, 28.
That's it. The spoon goes spinning off into the water. All the pirates
Fire
groan.
the ball bearing. Throw the ball bearing.
Everyone pays you the other 5 gold, so you get 20 gold for that. The ball bearing. You see, they're like, no way.
So I have 25 total right now.
Yep. They say, no way. You see that there's mumbling about it. At this point, you've drawn a crowd. They put in a grand total of 45 gold in the pot that you can't hit this. Make an insight check for me real quick.
15. And if I still get that +2.
You do.
17.
You see that the pirate throwing the ball bearing is gonna do his best to make sure that you can't hit this thing. Like, he's not gonna talk. Like, he's gonna huck this thing. The DC is gonna be a 23.
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna go for it.
All right. He takes it, winds up, and then hucks the ball bearing off the side of the boat.
This is intense. Moment of truth. Oh, I got a 19.
A 19. You fire, it misses. I will say this because of the way the Wikipedia is. If you would like to, you can tap into that little warlock ability. As an action, you can shoot twice. You can take that second ghost shot. If you would like to use your ghost shot to take another shot, you can. Whatever repercussions you'll get for firing a ghost, a weird second bullet out at this ball bearing, you'll have to deal with. But
Done. I'll take it. I'll take the consequences. I'm rolling again. I'm a gambler. I got a 24.
You
Ooh.
fire, the first ball bearing misses. The shadow one flies out, hits the ball bearing, still makes that ring off the side. There is a gasp from the crew, and they all kind of step back away from you for a second. And they go silent, and this kind of like draws a silence amongst the whole crew for a second. And Tawny, you definitely notice this silence caused by Wikipee's second shot. There's a
Great.
You hear like somebody like smashes a bottle on the ground and goes, "She hit the ball bearing!" And then everyone goes wild. They throw you the 45 gold. They lift you up and begin to like kind of parade you around. Nobody's hit the ball bearing before, and they're very excited. Excellent. You just made a total of
70
gold off of these pirates. Wonderful. That is your personal gold.
That's it for me.
Kildek, you make your way to the gambling table. You see that they're
I want to
playing
motion over to Tawny. I want to like just over here. Fine, loser. Okay. Yeah.
You
what are we
sit
doing?
down at the table. They are playing a game they call twosies. What they're gonna do? They say the twosies.
Is this anyway like tensies?
Yeah, but no.
They can't count that high, so it's at 2.
It's at 2. So the way it works is you drop 2 gold for a round. The house is gonna roll 2d6. They tell you what they roll. You have to bet whether or not you can roll higher or lower. After that, there's a second round of betting, and then everybody makes their roll. Does that make sense?
And then is it more like blackjack? Like it's house versus me as an individual?
Yes.
Okay.
House versus you. Yep. So the first round, do you buy in to a round?
Absolutely. 2 gold right in.
So a bunch of people put 2 gold on the table, and the house matches 2 gold. They're gonna roll. The house rolled a 2 on their dice. That's a yes. The house rolls a 2 on their dice. You can bet to either roll higher or lower. Lower in this case will also count rolling the same, because they got the worst roll possible.
Tie goes to the house.
In this case, no. If you say because it's so hard, you'd have to roll snake eyes. If you roll snake eyes, if you bet, I'll roll lower. In this case, I'll roll 2. Then the house will bet higher because it's harder to do.
I gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is Kildak's bet?
Kildak's gonna bet 28 platinum and 27 gold. Kildak just took all of the money out of his pocket and put it on the table.
That you can roll higher or lower.
That I can roll higher than a 2 with 2d6s.
No one can match that.
No. So they
don't have to. The house does.
They're like, no. That since you bet higher, since you said you're gonna go higher, the house is gonna put up an extra gold. So the house is betting 3 gold that you can't roll higher, essentially.
Oh, so I'd only be making 3 gold? That's lame.
Making 3 gold. Yep.
Then what's the point of me betting?
You have a 2 gold buy-in. You don't have to bet your gold. You're gonna bet whether you can roll higher or lower.
Oh, so I don't need to put my money in. Okay, I'll put that back. I'll put it back in my pocket. Sorry, I didn't understand.
That's okay. Cool. So roll a 2d6. This was a bad hand to start off with. I rolled two ones on a d6.
10.
10. Perfect. So the house gives you 3 gold.
Oh, okay. And so I just got 3 gold.
So you got 3 gold. Everyone buys in another round, so that's 2 gold on the table. Do you place your 2 gold?
Yeah. So at best, I can only make 1 gold a round.
Yes.
Okay.
The house this time rolled a 10. So now that you can bet, do you want to roll higher or lower?
Lower.
Cool. Since it's easier to roll lower, the house puts 2 gold, adds 2 gold to the pot.
Okay.
So if you bust, if you roll higher, you owe the house 4 gold.
I see. 8.
8. Cool. The house pays you 4 gold.
Okay. So the house just gets to pick a random number to include in this.
Yes.
For the coins.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Then do another round for
Yeah, I buy in.
Okay, cool. You buy in. The house rolled a 5.
Gonna go higher.
Higher. Cool. They add another 2 gold to roll higher.
Roll 7.
That you make another 4 gold off of that. And as you're watching, although you are doing well, you see that there are pirates who are betting against the odds to try to get a big win, losing, and the house is kind of like making their money back from the
Say
gamble.
this. I'll steal from my own ship all the time. But...
We're gonna do one more round.
Okay, I'll buy in. Yeah.
And a 6. That's another 10.
10. Okay, we're gonna go lower than a 10.
Okay,
No, hold on. We're gonna go higher. We're gonna go higher than 10.
Cool. The house puts in 10 gold that you can't roll higher.
Let's go. Oh. Roll a 6.
So cool. So you owe the house 10 gold.
So the 2 I put in plus an additional 10.
Plus an additional 8. You owe them the total. Yep.
Damn it. I lost 5 gold in there. It's a lot.
That's how I imagined Kildak gambling would go.
Kildak continues to play this game as the day goes, the evening wanes on, and you hear, like, as the food is being passed out, shanties are being sung about tricking the guards to the jail cell to giving people rum. You hear shanties sung about just sailing on the open ocean, to fighting sea monsters on the high seas, to the point where at one point the Marcus stands up again, bangs his glass together, and says, "Men and women of the Depressed Guppy, of the Anxious Carp, I'm gonna tell you a tale that will make ye shiver in your timbers and quake in your boots. There I was last night. I was on the deck of the Arcane Ward. But I wasn't there alone. No, I was there with none other than Captain Wikipedia herself. Brave and bold, she snuck on to the Arcane Ward in order to gain a bit of gold for our crew. Now, when we were down there, our trip was not easy, I tell you. On the lowest deck of their ship, it was lined with gold, but not gold we could take. Cursed gold, a lot of it. The gold that we picked through was the only gold that wasn't cursed. Ain't that right, Wikipedia?"
There was gold.
Aye, there was gold, and we took it all. As we snuck around, there was a ogre down there, a long-faced troll that was running the brig. And inside the brig, who other than Bug-Eye himself. But Bug-Eye wouldn't talk, he wouldn't speak. He knew that dead men tell no tales. As this troll was poking him, prodding him, torturing him, sizzling him with the hot iron, Bug-Eye said nary a thing. Until we shot that ogre, stabbed him in the back, and broke Bug-Eye from his chains. Ain't that right, Bug-Eye? Bug-Eye looks shocked as always, and just kind of like slowly nods his head.
I want to raise my cup to Bug-Eye.
To Bug-Eye! The thickest skin of ye lot. The lot of ye would have broken in a heartbeat, but not Bug-Eye. Bug-Eye kept a straight face and wide eyes, looked the man dead in the eyes as he died, and spat on his corpse.
That doesn't sound
He says,
like
but our...
at all.
But our adventure wasn't over. As we crept up to the next level, lo and behold, what did our eyes see? But the most monstrous creature any of you would have fought. You would have been pissing your pants if you saw this thing. It was 400 pounds. It was 2 tons of nothing but muscle and fur. It looked like an ape, nay a gorilla, nay a beast from hell, with its horns and its teeth and its slobber. It came thundering down the stairs, and it looked at us and said, I'm gonna tear you limb from limb, split you in half. But what did Captain Wickipee do? Everyone kind of turns to Wickipee. And Marcus pauses and like holds out a hand to you.
We showed him.
We showed him. Captain Wickepee's not giving herself enough credit. She leapt up, dodging under his big fists and claws. She stabbed him in the gut. She stabbed him in the side. And then she turned one of the cannons point blank to face him and said, not today, you demon. Fired the cannon right into his chest. Ba-boom! And then the crew goes, oh. Fired him all across the deck. But nay, this beast won't die to one raw cannonball. It'll take more than that to kill such a fiend from hell. So what did I do? I followed suit. I grabbed another cannon. I wheeled it over. Boom! Fired that sucker at him too. And wouldn't you know, we did. Everyone heard 2 cannons. And wouldn't you know, the beast still wouldn't die. And so Bug-Eye, being the smart lad that he is, dived out the window. Wickipee, the gracious captain that she is, waved me on first. I leapt out the window, and she came out right behind me. And then we swam, no boat, swam back to the Guppy to avoid detection. And that, me boys, is how we robbed the Red Wizard's blind and escaped their clutches. And there ain't a soul alive that wouldn't say that not a lie has been told in this story. Ain't that right, Wickipee and Bug-Eye?
I look at Bug-Eye first.
Bug-Eye just...
To the gold!
To the gold!
Nice.
Everyone raises their glasses in cheers. And then the party commences. Tawny, is there anything that you would like to do as the party goes on? She's sulking a little bit at this point.
She is still clearly feeling something. I don't think anyone can really pick up on what she's feeling. And she's just been observing. Definitely giving off a don't come talk to me vibe.
Perfect. You see at one point... Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to walk up and talk to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Immediately after saying, don't come talk to me, Jake goes, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Can I get a framed picture of Killback? This is Captain of the Year. that is right there. Yes, perfect.
Great party, isn't this, Tawny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they really pulled out all the stops. This is a lot of our money.
Yeah, great use of our supplies.
Yeah, probably not how I'd use it, but people seem to be enjoying it. Morale's good, which is good because we just kind of lost a battle, despite that tale that Marbler spun.
Why not celebrate our people getting kidnapped and injured? Why not?
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but we did end up all leaving alive, and with some additional gold, though not as much as I kind of would have hoped. But
gonna take a sip
Cool.
of my rum and then just walk to a different corner.
Okay, it was nice talking with you, Tawny.
As Tawny moves away, Kildak, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and a tipsy Patchy Polly comes up to you and says, Kildak, you mind if I have a chat?
Is this business or like personal?
Personal, Kildak,
Hmm.
if you don't mind.
We'll see. Go ahead.
She kind of pulls up a seat next to you, and
Oh, we're sitting down? Okay.
from where Tawny previously was, that you and Pagipolo are now having this conversation, there's people moving around you, but no one's really paying attention. And you kind of have this quiet space where the two of you are. And she says, Captain Kildak, I want to come clean. It's been eating me up a little bit, and I won't have it. I've known you a long time, and you've known me, so I think that we can come to terms, come to a fair agreement.
What did you do?
She looks down at her feet. When the Red Wizards came to the ship, we hid in the below deck until they got on, and then we leapt out and we started stabbing at them, hitting the big beast. And then they got the Admiral, and the wizard, she did something that I didn't like. She cast a spell. She waved her wand, and my muscles froze. My hands froze up. My body locked up. I couldn't move a muscle. It was the worst thing I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, I know that one.
She was asking for where you were, where the three of you were. The Admiral said that he wouldn't tell, and then they blasted him with fire. And then they asked me. But they didn't say they were going to blast me again. They said they were going to blast the Admiral again, if I didn't say. And I told them, Kildak. I told him you went on shore. I didn't know where. I didn't tell him where, but I told him. And I know that's treason. But if you want me hung, I want you to know that I'd rather die on my feet. I'll fight for it. But I accept whatever punishment you have.
Well, I knew someone had to have told him, because I talked to the Admiral and he said they were asking where we were. But I also knew that they'd already found us, in the past. So I knew someone told him. I didn't really care. They found us. So, and, then we left. And really, nothing bad happened from it being shared, our physical location. It's not like we were, in a vault somewhere. We were just in this little village.
I guess so.
Also, we've talked about this. It's hanged.
She's not hanged. She kind of keeps her head down. What's the punishment, Captain?
You've punished yourself enough. Have fun.
She looks up, makes eye contact with you, gives a nod, and then as she's walking away, she turns back one more time, looks in the eye, and says, "I'm glad you're a captain, Kildak. It
Me
wouldn't fit
too.
Boom, Captain of the Year. Perfect. And Patchy Polly goes back to mingling with some of the other pirates. As the the night kind of winds down. The party eventually ends. The Marcus thanks you graciously for letting them through the party, and you return back to the Guppy. Pirates drunkenly make their way back to sleep, make their way to their quarters. Tawny, your quarters are open again. The Admiral moved back down to his room. Are you returning to your quarters?
So I'm gonna stand on the deck and watch everyone return, like kind of just keep track, make sure that everyone heads below deck, and then I'll head into my quarters and I'll get in there and I can just like see and like smell that the Admiral had been in there and like blood and all of that. And I'll once again go to the lower crow's nest and then just kind of like sit down in it.
Okay. Perfect. Kildak and Wikipedia, are you guys also making your way to bed as usual?
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. Cool. Later that night, Wikipedia, you are awoken by a breeze of wind that blows through the lower deck. It rustles your blanket, kind of wakes you up, and as you, still half asleep, kind of move over, you notice that your dagger is missing.
I just had it on the carp.
Mm-hmm. You had it when you went to bed.
It's probably Wikipedia. We don't trust her.
Did you just insinuate Wikipedia stole her own dagger?
No, that'd be ridiculous.
I pat around my bed. I look around for it. I check on my stand. I think I look over to the barrel that's right next to my bed with my little goblin in it. Peek inside and look at him.
He's sleeping.
Close it.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
23.
You know for a fact that the dagger is not down in this room. You also notice that a couple like papers and some smoke from candles that have been extinguished swirls and blows up the stairs towards the top deck.
I'm reluctant to go up, but I do.
Tawny, you hear the creaking of wood as you're up there, and you peek just slightly off of the crow's nest and see Wikipedia coming up the stairs. Wikipedia, you see at the bow of the ship, your dagger has been stabbed into the wood, like I don't know what that post is called at the front of the ship.
I make my way to my dagger, and I gently lay my hands on it and try to pull it out.
Cool. As you go to the dagger, Tawny, you feel a breeze pick up over the Guppy. The breeze gets stronger and stronger, and as it increases in intensity, you notice that the sails do not react at all to it. But the wind is whipping around your hair. It's whistling through the crow's nest and creaking the wood, but the sails do not fill. Wikipedia, in the faint light of the lanterns on the Guppy, you can see in the reflection of the dagger, there is a figure standing in the darkness behind you. It does not have the same silhouette as the Duchess. You cannot make out any features of her face, but her silhouette is wearing a long dress big commanding shoulder pieces and a tall crown of spikes. And if both of you would hear a voice just at the like a voice on the wind that just says, "Close your eyes," and both of you hear that.
So I stop and I take my hand off the dagger's handle and I put my hand down. I go to kneel, both knees on the ground, and I close my eyes without turning around, respecting her wishes.
Tawny, what are you doing up in the crow's nest?
Hearing that, I am going to try to sneakily look over to see Wikipedia. Like, look over in that direction before I do anything else.
Cool. You look over, you see Wikipedia kneel on the ground, and as soon as her eyes close, all of the lanterns on the deck, like, sequentially go out, and then the deck is pitch black. Not just darkness, but magical darkness. You cannot see anything below the sails. As this darkness flows over the ship, Wikipedia, you hear a voice that you can't quite place where it is. It is singular, and it's moving around you. You can hear like the faint footsteps as it paces around you, and it begins to speak. It says, "Wikipedia Weatherby, Squire of House Night Willow."
Can Tawny hear this?
Tawny, give me a perception check.
Okay. Nat 20 for 21.
I will say that you can just make out what this is.
Okay.
On a nat 20, yeah, you can hear what she's saying. You also feel, even without the like a detect magic, both of you feel you are in the presence of immense magic and energy. As the wind continues to swell, the voice says, "Squire of House Nightwillow, you have done so well. When I found you in the Snakewood, I knew you were special. I knew the Unseelie Court needed you, like a mushroom needs a corpse." You feel two hands take your hands, and they are cold, but they are soft, and they give you a little squeeze. She continues and says, "There is an enemy nearby, one more dangerous than even Titania and her Seelie Court." And as she mentions Titania's name, she squeezes her hands, and her fingernails dig into the back of your hands just a little bit. And then she releases pressure and says, "You would never seek to take my throne, would you, Wikipedia?"
Throw? No.
You feel a hand leaves yours and then brushes against your face and says, "Good. It would break my heart to turn you to stone and leave you in my courtyard, or drop you into the abyss to fall for all eternity." And you feel the hand leave your face, and she says, "But you are so loyal, Gabi, so dependable, so beautiful. Let me shower you with gifts." And you feel something is pressed into your palm, and your hand folded around it. She then lays a finger on your lips and says, "Shh, You're not like my other subjects. I find myself daydreaming of you and all you might do in the darkness. But the others will get jealous if they know about us, Wikipedia, about our meeting. They must not know. Not even Duchess Pamela. Do you understand?
Yes.
You feel the hand leaves your other hand, and now both are like caressing the side of your face. And the voice goes, "You are too special to be a lowly squire. Would you be my lady?"
And what would you have me do?
You would be here for my heart, here for my hands, and you would protect me from any danger that would try to harm me, hurt me, take us away from each other.
Well, of course I've been, in your honor, trying to protect and serve. But must I leave the ship?
No, you must not leave. In fact, I need you to stay. Here is where you are most important, and here is where I need you. I simply ask you to be my Lady Wikipedia.
Well, that sounds fair and nice and very kind.
Good. You feel the hands kind of grip your head just a little bit tighter, and a rush of wind, quickly followed by lips against your lips, a kiss. And then, as the kiss pulls back, a final whisper says, "Don't trust everybody under ship, Black Bee." And the hands are gone, the voice is gone, and the darkness recedes. When you open your eyes, your hands are shaking a little bit. In your hand, there is a pendant, a necklace made from twine. The string is made from twine. The pendant is made from obsidian, with 2 half moons tangential to a full circle, one on the top and one on the bottom. In the center of the circle, the circle is full with a disc of hemlock, and a symbol that's been burned into it resembles a V with curling tips and a horizontal line through the middle. It is a magical item and requires attunement. Would you like to attune to this gift?
Yes.
Excellent.
Immediately on the deck.
Cool. As you attune to it, the rune on the front lights in the faintest embers. And Tawny, you see this in her hands, and you see it alight a little bit. Wikipedia, you alone learn this when you attune to it. You learn that the obsidian symbol traces a druidic symbol for goddess. The wood is not just a cut of hemlock, but in fact driftwood hemlock, which has even deeper meaning in the Fae culture, as a wood that is at sea and always traveling, unlike most trees which are stationary. The symbol that's been burned into it is also druidic, but closely resembles a giant rune for wind called Vind. The necklace is also cursed and cannot be unattuned willingly. So this is a pendant of Vind as a gift from the Queen of Air and Darkness herself, and as a present for being as a promotion for being her lady. She has added an extra benefit to this magical item. Once per long rest, you can consume one of your spell slots and cast the spell Wish.
Wow.
Ooh.
What?
How many times can you do that?
You can do that once per long rest.
Once a day?
Once per long rest. And it requires a spell slot.
Wow. Now that's power.
As you attune to this, you feel the energy coming off of this. Even from where you are, Tawny, you can feel this pendant radiating energy of a different plane. Otherworldly power seeping into this world through the pendant.
After the darkness figure leaves, and Tawny's just up there in the crow's nest, and Wikipedia attuning to this item, all of the events that just happened and the emotions Tawny's feeling are just starting to like stack on top of each other. And it's her trying to continually bottle in all these emotions is starting to pour out. And she just goes, and talons emerge out of her fingers. And she just claws the crow's nest as she tries to like not go down. She doesn't want to go down because she is afraid of how angry she is.
The claws come out of Tawny's hands, draconic claws. The fingernails elongate, become sharper. At the same time, unbeknownst to anybody else, Kildek, in your little closet underneath the directly underneath where Wikipedia is standing, you are awoken by a rough and angry wind. Shakes you out of sleep. You then begin to heave, cough, and finally you spit up a chunk of a single piece of dry, dead coral into your hand.
Gross.
And with that, we will end tonight's session. We'll see everybody next time for the Gilded Voyage. Yar!